Hey everyone, what's going on? It's King Size Customs here. You can see my hand. This is a special. We're in a new truck. You'll get to see plenty of it. So, letting the song play now. So guys, shorter video today. I have quite a lot I want to talk about. So, one of the things is YouTube kind of upset me recently. You may have missed last trucking talk for last week. Well, I had one where I was going to talk about loyalty, and I took a song that is copyrighted by a popular artist known as Prince, and I edited it so that it was more of a vaporwave track. I slowed it down. And then I also took China Girl for the ending song by David Bowie, slowed that down, made it sound completely different. Well, here's the problem with that. Unfortunately, I had it scheduled for last Thursday to come up, and well, it would have been on at about 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, the video got blocked, which within the past week of doing videos, I didn't know that even if you had quote unquote copyrighted songs, because yeah, my songs were copyrighted, but I did everything I could to edit them down so that they wouldn't be the same. I didn't want it to be just a straight copy and paste. It blocked my video. Before, what would happen is I would get a warning saying, hey, you messed up. Your song has been claimed by such and such. This doesn't go against you. What it means is there will be ads or different things. There will be ads playing before your video, meaning the companies will get music from your, or get money from your views, which I was totally cool with because I don't make anything off these videos anyway. I guess they caught on to that, considering that I had not made anything off these videos. I'm not monetized, so, but whatever. So now I'm using copyright free tracks, and I want to see how this works. It was upsetting because I had it was really tightly done. I was really proud of myself, and my work just didn't pan out. Meanwhile, you got people who are like frickin' sea monsters here, pardon my language, but you got people who are sea monsters who are just eating these giant crabs and gross things and being as inappropriate as possible, and yet they're allowed to get away with that. I was upset, but I took about a week, kind of cooled down from that, and was just like, you know what? I'll use their YouTube music, and that's what I did. I had another recording. I muted out all my edited music and put in the music from YouTube. So, and that's what was in there. So recently, as of Tuesday, you guys probably saw the little video. It was a vlog. I did a little vlog talking about how I turned 25. You know what? The funny thing is, I realize I'm very lucky now. You know, things I took for granted I don't anymore. Not because I'm 25, but, well, partially because of age, partially because of going to college. Not saying that college is for everybody, but there are a lot of people who doubt themselves and just don't want to go. I don't know. I was one of those people, but now that I've been through it, yeah, I kind of see why college is a good thing. You know, it's different being 25. Some of the things I realized, though, is that a lot of people talk about this whole idyllic American dream of, you know, owning your house, having a job that you've been at for a few years, owning a car, or owning a car outright yourself, and all this other stuff at 25. That's not me. I still live at home. I'm still looking for a job. I think most of you guys realize that just by the uploads. And I've really found things that I like doing, and I'm really having fun. You know, the model building is still coming together. I'm taking my time with that. I'm having fun. I mean, this is all while looking for a job. It's not like I'm sitting at home and just living my, living, quote unquote, the best life of just sitting watching YouTube videos, uploading YouTube videos. No, I do go through jobs websites and look for jobs that I can do. The other thing is, I'm kind of lucky that I don't have to rush and get something and then look for the better job. I feel that you get stuck in a rat race when you start doing that. Like, no offense to anybody who's working these type of jobs. A job is a job, and if it pays, it's alright. You know, my mom just wants a little bit better for me than working at like a McDonald's or a convenience store. I mean, I have a bachelor's in psychology. So, the other thing I realize is that a lot of our culture is more about looks and materialistic things. And I fall into that rat race a little bit, but I come out of it easily enough. You know, so many people have all these things where they're taking pictures of like, you name it. I mean, let's say Louis Vuitton watches, Louis Vuitton watches, Louis Vuitton purses, this, that, and the other thing. You know, I've got a lot of nice things, don't get me wrong. I've got a lot of expensive things, don't get me wrong. The wheel that I'm using for this game is pretty expensive. I'd hate to have to replace it. and I wanted a Rolex. Believe it or not, I was on eBay looking at Rolexes, and first day starting bid of a Rolex was like $11 with $10.50 shipping. By the time I was done, and this was within a few hours, it was up to like $900, which I don't know about you, but for something that I would only wear on special occasions, I don't think $950 is a good price. I really don't have that much money, especially not to go and buy on something fancy, to go and spend that much money on something fancy. But just the whole, I've realized that what good is having all these expensive things, taking pictures just for the faceless mob? Now, don't get me wrong, I do like my friends, my Facebook friends, my Instagram followers, my YouTube subscribers, because you guys actually do get to see, and I like when you guys comment, because it gets me to know, it actually helps me know what you guys are liking, what you guys really think, honestly. And that's pretty much why I like this channel being in the format that it is. It's just a casual, you're sitting down, we're having a bit of a conversation. I don't like when you get a channel that's sponsored and you realize that every little product they get is just been given to them. It kind of takes the joy out of it for me, and you can sometimes tell it takes the joy out of it for the people who are in it. You know, I'm not sponsored by Logitech. I can honestly say that their customer service is not the best either. But that's who makes my wheel, and it's something that I enjoy almost every day. I play this game and Assetto Corsa constantly. It's just, I don't know, guys. I see a lot of people in my friend group who are working these, and sometimes what were great high-level jobs, and they are always posting pictures about where they work, what they wear to work. To me, my work kind of is separate from this. Well, my work would be separate when I have a job. You know, I don't know, it's kind of hard. Like, the one person that I keep constantly referring to, they work at what was a pretty prominent hotel in this area. Everybody knows the family that owned it. They also owned a chemical company. If you guys are familiar with Delaware history, you'll get it. So, and it's the family's name is on the hotel. Well, was on the hotel. The business, the family got bought out by another chemical concern. But this person just keeps posting about planning people's weddings and what they wear to said job. See, and a lot of their posts are during the job, and then every once in a while you get a post from this person where it's kind of their life. The other thing I don't like about Instagram and all these pictures being posted, part of it to me feels fake. Just part of it. You know, it looks so candid, it looks like they need to pose, it looks like they need to stop and take time. That's the part I don't like. With me, this is just all spontaneous. There's no posing, there's almost no prep. You know, brushing my teeth, brushing my hair, that kind of stuff, even though you don't see my face here. You guys see my face in other videos. I also kind of killed the transmission here because I didn't know what was going on. So, luckily enough, I stopped in time. I was gonna put up another longer video, but in that one I break a lot of laws, I speed, I send a car flying. I really want to give you guys an idea of how well I can drive. I wanted to do a drive where there's no issues, and this actually did come out really well. I was listening to a podcast while driving. So, but back onto what I was really talking about was this person and how I don't like Instagram because everything's staged, or it seems staged. I remember a few years ago we were talking about false positivity, and how that was a big thing that was on YouTube. And his name's Boogie1029, and he's like, you know, everything you see is not really all that it seems. Every picture that you see on Instagram has probably been taken 20 to 30 times and edited and touched up. You know, with this, there's barely any editing. It's mostly just taking little parts of little aspects of this video. So there's the video, there's the audio portion, which you're hearing now, my voice. There's the music. You know, that's about as much editing as I do. There's not a lot of, oh, I need to cut that out for time, or I need to add this in for time. No. The other thing, too, is I'll probably throw this in YouTube Editor, so we have an end card, which I think you guys really like, so you can see some of my other videos. I've also never really, you know, to an extent, I've never really fallen into this whole popularity thing. This whole, I gotta have this because people like me for it. Not really. You know, one of my biggest fashion, one of my most popular things that I ever wore was it looked like an old racer jacket. It was black leather with a brown stripe on it. And after having that jacket for about 3 weeks, everybody started wearing one. I also wore a fedora a lot. After about 2 days, everybody started wearing fedoras. I don't know what I did or why people liked them, but I guess it was just I was ahead of the curve for a little bit. With my new glasses that you guys saw on Tuesday, I have a feeling more people are going to start wearing those too. You'll start seeing more of the frameless glasses. Oh, this is really fun. You guys might have missed it, but you can actually hear me downshift through all 4 gears in a higher range. So, I think I did a lot better driving here. The other thing was, when I first started out, I was a lot better because I wasn't as distracted. My focus was more on the road. Honking to that guy. My focus was more on the road. I wouldn't listen to podcasts or music or anything. I would just sit and record. So, we're almost at our destination, believe it or not. That's a pretty fast video. Sometimes the 30-minute ones feel like they just drag on. And in honor of my birthday, and this being the 10th episode, I wanted to do something special. Those of you who really have been following me for a little while probably remember Lady Blue, my first truck. Well, not my first, but one of my favorites that I customized. I actually am trying to find a die-cast promotion scale model of this, and I know it's going to be expensive. But anyway, guys, that being said, I leave you with this. Have a good week, year, month, and be decent to each other. Later.